Alright, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to be showing you how to repaste your MSI Aero 1070 or 1080, should be the same. So, you're going to remove the 3 screws on the top and bottom of the card. So starting with this one. Alright, now moving on to the other side, there's 3 more screws, as you can see. So I'm just going to take those out. So that's all the screws out. Now this shroud should just come right off, yep. So this whole plastic bit comes off. It's still attached at the back, but you should be able to just slide it out. See how this lip right here is holding it in? If you kind of just bend it a little, here. Okay, see? Now this part is coming off. It's just this last bit right here. Yep. Alright, so you just have to bend it a little. It won't damage the card. So carefully unplug the fan connector. Like that. Here we have access to the heatsink. So looks pretty clean, no dust in here. To get the heatsink off, we have to take off these 4 screws in the back. So now the heatsink should just come right off. Alright. So, now we have access to the die. And I'm going to use 70%. They say to use 99. I've found 70 works fine. Preferably you should use 99 though. So. I know it looks like I'm being rough with this, but I've done this a few times, so on other cards as well. Just be careful around these little transistors around the die. If you knock one of those off, you're screwed. So I'm just going along the edge, cleaning off any extra. The die itself is looking pretty clean once I wipe it with a microfiber. So you don't really need to get these edges things. I just like to. Let me grab my plastic little tool to get in between these transistors. So since this is plastic, it won't scratch the die or anything. So I can just go here, start collecting some of this goop along the edges. Okay, this looks good. Now, grab the microfiber, do a final go over, shiny up the die. I'll grab any of these extra bits of paste. So now the die is fully cleaned off. Just to be sure. put that to the side. Now we gotta clean off the heatsink itself, so. Alright, this is the progress so far. Just going against the grain, see how their lines just keep going until most of it's gone. It's looking pretty good. Probably one more. Alright. We're looking clean on the die, or on the heatsink. There we go. And now, move all these to the side. We can put the heatsink back on. First, gotta get my thermal paste. For this, I'm using Corsair XTM50. And I like to do the X pattern. I know it looks like a bit much, but I've found that using too much is better than too little, so. Alright. Looks good. Just kind of like an X there. So now, yeah, it goes in this way. Okay. So I like to put this toward an edge, like here, and then lower the card on, lining up the holes. Alright, that looks good. And then get the screws in. Here's the heatsink reattached firmly. Now we can put the plastic shroud on. So, fan connector back in, and then should just be a case of realigning and then screwing it back in. There we go. So, that should be fully repasted and done. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. If it was, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.